trees. They'd remind their children that once darkness set in, the boy from the woods would come out of hiding, angry, feral, thirsting for blood. 3 decades had gone by, and still no one, including Wilde, had a clue about his origin. Until now. From his rental car parked across the street, Wilde watched Daniel Carter open the front door and head toward his pickup truck. He zoomed in on his father's face with his iPhone camera and snapped a few photos. He knew that Daniel Carter was currently working on a new townhouse development, 12 units, each with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and, according to the website, a kitchen with charcoal-colored cabinetry. Under the About section of DC Dreamhouse Construction's website, it read, "For 25 years, DC Dreamhouse Construction has designed, built, and sold top-quality, top-value homes that are personalized to meet your needs and dreams." Wilde texted 3 of the photos to Hester Crimstein, a renowned New York City attorney and probably the closest thing he had to a mother figure. He wanted Hester's take on whether she thought there was any resemblance between himself and the man who was supposed to be his biological father. 5 seconds after hitting send, Hester called him. Wilde answered and said, "Well?"
"Whoa."
"Whoa, as in he looks like me?"
"If he looked any more like you, Wilde, I'd think you were using age progression software."
"So you think—"
"It's your father, Wilde."
He just held the phone to his ear.
"You okay?"
Hester asked. "Fine."
"How long have you been watching him?"
4 days.
"So what are you going to do?"
Wilde thought about that. "I could just leave well enough alone."
"Nah."
He said nothing.
"Wilde."
"What?"
"You're being a candy ass,"
Hester said. "Candy ass?"
"My grandson taught me that phrase. It means coward."
"Yeah, I got that."
"Go talk to him already. Ask him why he left a little boy alone in the woods. Oh, then call me immediately because I'm super curious."
Hester hung up. Daniel Carter's hair was white, his skin sun-kissed, his forearms ropey, probably from a lifetime of manual labor. His family, Wilde had observed, seemed pretty tight. Right now his wife, Sophia, was smiling and waving goodbye as he got into his pickup truck. The past Sunday, Daniel and Sophia had a family barbecue in their backyard. Their daughters, Sherry and Elena, and their families had been there. Daniel worked the grill wearing a chef's hat and an apron reading Trophy Husband. Sophia served sangria and potato salad. When the sun dropped low, Daniel lit the fire pit, and the entire family actually roasted marshmallows and played board games like something out of a Rockwell painting. Wilde expected to feel a pang as he watched them, pondering on all he had missed. But in truth, he felt very little. It wasn't a better life than his, it was just different. A big part of him wanted to drive to the airport and fly home. He had spent the last 6 months living something of a normal domestic existence in Costa Rica with a mother and her daughter. But now it was time to return to his remote echo capsule deep in the heart of the Ramapo Mountains. That was where he belonged, where he felt most at home. Alone. In the woods. Hester Crimstein and the world at large may be super curious about the origin of the boy from the woods. But the boy himself was not. He had never been. In his view, his parents were either dead or had abandoned him. What difference did it make who they were or what their reason was? It wouldn't change anything, at least not for the better. Wilde was good, thank you very much. There was no reason to add unnecessary upheaval to his life. Daniel Carter turned the ignition key of the pickup truck. He headed down Sundew Avenue and made a left on Sandhill Sage Street. Wilde followed. A few months back, Wilde had succumbed to the temptation and reluctantly put his DNA into one of those online genealogy databases that were all the rage. It didn't mean anything, he told himself. If a match came in, he could still ignore it if he chose to. It was a non-committal first step, nothing more. When the results